So when we're doing integration, today syllabus টা হচ্ছে দিচ্ছি না dimensions and errors থাকবে আর সেকেন্ড টা থাকবে হচ্ছে motion in motion বাস এই কটা জিনিস থাকবে ঠিক আছে well so we are starting off with integration আমরা কি করব সেটা পরে করব কিন্তু আগে why integration why do we need integration আগে আমরা কি শিখেছিলাম why do we need differentiation কেন করি আমরা small change measure করা যায় rate of change measure করা যায় কোথাও যদি rate of change measure করতে হয় we do differentiation ঠিক আছে now let us understand why integration say we have a VT graph velocity versus time graph ठीक है say this is a velocity versus time graph okay and you get a graph something like this alright say this is certain interval like say 5 seconds this is 10 seconds and this is 15 seconds okay and say this velocity is say 10 meter per second and this velocity is 20 meter per second now if I ask you how much is the displacement from say 5 second to 15 second how do you find that out displacement from 5 second to 15 second area from where this area alright this is the area we need yes or no but what happens if you need this area you can find it out very well why because you know those shapes this shape is a rectangle and this shape is a trapezium right so you can find out the area because you know the geometric formula right now that's one but what happens if the graph is not like this instead the graph is like this non-geometric shapes not non-geometric shapes non-geometric shape ka nahi then you need integration to find out the area so integration is basically used to find out the area but what is integration I'll tell you properly integration basically means summation integration basically means what integration is summation of what car summation like if I ask you 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 how much is the answer how much is the answer কি করে করলে how did you do 10 huh but did I ask you to do 2 into 5 I asked you to add right but did you do addition no you did multiplication why because you know that when you are multiplying at the end of the day you are basically adding up the numbers and that is why you did the multiplication directly right so integration is another tool which also does addition for you okay and it does a very complex addition for you which in general if you want to do will be a very difficult process but if you use integration it will do the summation in fraction of second for you yes so it is a type of summation now the question is how do we do this summation and how to apply it okay so first question clear what is integration is it clear to all of you now see how do we bring the integration format first the representation okay and then I'll teach you how to process first how to represent then how to process okay whenever you meet a new person the first impression is made on you with the external characteristic right whenever you come to say I am a new teacher this is the first day you are coming to the class okay now I come up with a very scrambled hairs and a lot of beard and everything and you get very scared that teacher hai pagal lag raha hai but if I come very well parted hairs and very shaved and clean shaved and everything proper fine wearing a very good dress then you have a good impression chalo ye at least he has a sense of proper representation of himself right so this is very important you need to understand the representation and second you need to understand the logic behind the representation Drupal if it is clear to you, you can apply yourself. If you don't if you have problem understanding any one of them, then either your representation will be wrong or your basic concept will be wrong. So you have to take care of both the things. So first we'll learn representation. What is representation? Then we'll understand the logic behind it. Simultaneously. So when you have a curve like this, not a perfect shape, when you have a curve shape which is not any proper geometric figure, then what do? You say you need to find out the area from this point to this point. That means you have to find out this whole area. But you cannot use trapezium. Why? Because this is not a straight line. Instead, it is a curved line. What we do, we take a very small portion of it. We take a very small portion of it. Okay? Even smaller than the one I have drawn. And we say that this length is dt. How much? Dt. So what is dt?
Change in length.
Change in
X.
X quantity is what? Time. So very small change in time. dt means what? Very small. Too small amount.
Very small.
Actually, properly speaking, infinitesimally small change in time. Okay? But this is not infinitesimally small because you can see it. If it is infinitesimally small, then these two lines will turn out to be nearly a single line. Okay? They will be so close to each other. So if you now take up the shape, this shape only, okay? The width is dt, and say this point the velocity is v. Say this point the velocity is v and the width is dt. Alright? So what is this shape? A shape that rectangle, right? So how do you find out area of a rectangle? Length into breadth. Rectangle का area length into breadth होता है. So इसका length कितना है? यहाँ से यहाँ तक length कितना है? और breadth कितना है? dt. So इसका area क्या हो जाएगा? v dt. Length into breadth. And what will it represent in a velocity time graph? Right, it represents displacement. So it will be a small amount of displacement, very small interval of time. So you write it as ds. So what it comes out as ds is equal to v dt. Alright? Now if you want to find out the total displacement, then what do? You take out the initial instant of time and the final instant of time. Then you say, therefore, total displacement is given by s equal to integration of v dt. This is called integration. Integration, the sign of integration has come from the term summation s. Summation at s take integration at sign s. Yes. So integration of v dt. What is meant by this? It means that the v dt I have drawn over here. This is not the only v dt. There can be many such VDT over this range, right? So it means sum of all the small VDTs. Is that clear? मतलब जितना भी VDT rectangles है यहाँ पर सारा rectangle का addition.
और yes sir, the summation is
right. Summation T1 to T2. Exactly. एक बार from what point to what point? That is given by the lower limit and the upper limit. So from T1 to T2, integration of v into dt. That gives us the total v. Okay? Now this is just the representation. There is no mathematics here. I'll teach you the mathematics behind it. Mathematics behind it will come to it. So tell me first, is this question clear? Why integration and how integration? Now we'll do how to calculate. Limit. Right. Integration আমি আসছে সেটা আমি পরে একটু বলছি। আগে বলো এটা বুঝতে পারছি এটা বলতে না। না।
এটা কি ওই ফ্র্যাকশন অফ টাইমের ভেলোসিটি?
এক্স্যাক্টলি। ওই ইনস্ট্যান্ট অফ টাইমে ভেলোসিটিটা হচ্ছে ভেলোসিটি। এবার অন্য ইনস্ট্যান্ট অফ টাইমে ভেলোসিটিটা তো চেঞ্জ হয়ে যাবে।
ওটা কি আমি বলতে পারি ইনফিনিটি ভেলোসিটি এট দ্যাট ইনস্ট্যান্ট?
Exactly. You can say that that's the instantaneous velocity at that particular instant is j instantaneity का instant. Yes. Now this is a very important thing. Integration mathematically are of two types. Okay? At now it's a indefinite integration indefinite, and another is definite. Indefinite integration is of the type this integration of sin x dx, where the limits are not known. But definite integration is of the type this 0 to pi by 2 sin x dx, where there are some limits, some lower limit and upper limit. Therefore, it becomes definite integration. If the limit is not there, it is called indefinite integration. Either finite, in a definite integration. Definite integration. দেখো আমরা যে সামস গুলো ডেফিনিট ইন্টিগ্রেশন দিয়ে করি সব সামস ইনডেফিনিট ইন্টিগ্রেশন দিয়েও করা যায়। এরকম কোনো ব্যাপার নয় যে ইনডেফিনিট ইন্টিগ্রেশন দিয়ে যে সামটা করা যায় ডেফিনিট দিয়ে করা যায়, কিন্তু ঝামেলাটা হচ্ছে যে আমরা কি চাইছি। যখন আমাদের এক্সপ্রেশন দরকার লাগে, মানে ভ্যালু দরকার নেই, আমাদের এক্সপ্রেশনটা দরকার, তখন আমরা ইনডেফিনিট ইন্টিগ্রেশন করি। আর যখন আমাদের ভ্যালু দরকার হয় তখন আমরা ডেফিনিট ইন্টিগ্রেশন করি। Exactly. ঠিক আছে, সো আই শো ইউ ইন্টিগ্রেশন এর ইনডেফিনিট কোথায় লাগছে, ডেফিনিট কোথায় লাগছে, সব পদ বলবো।
আমরা ইন্ডিপেন্ডেন্ট র্যান্ডম ভ্যালুস পাবো
না, ইনডেফিনিটে আমরা এক্সপ্রেশনস পাবো, র্যান্ডম ভ্যালু পাবো না। ইনডেফিনিটে আমরা কোনো ভ্যালু পাবো না, আমরা এক্সপ্রেশন পাবো। আর ডেফিনিটে আমরা ভ্যালু পাবো। ঠিক আছে,
আর এখন বললে আমরা এক্সপ্রেশন করতে তখন কোনো
এক্স্যাক্টলি, তখন আমরা ইনডেফিনিট ইউজ করতে পারবো।
আর আমরা বলবো যে
ইনফ্যাক্ট ডেফিনিট দিয়েও এক্সপ্রেশন বার করা যায়, আমি শেখাবো, দুটোই শেখাবো। আই টিচ ইউ বোথ।
The indefinite integration is used for calculating of equations also.
রাইট, সেটা আছে না, সেখানে ডেফিনিট ইন্টিগ্রেশন দিয়ে করে। আমি দেখাচ্ছি, তোমাদের দেখাচ্ছি, দুটোই দেখাবো, আই শো ইউ বোথ, যাতে তোমরা বুঝতে পারো। সো ইজ দিস ক্লিয়ার? হোয়াট ইজ দ্য নিড ফর ইন্টিগ্রেশন? ইন্টিগ্রেশন এর নিডটা কি আর কত টাইপের হয়? দিস ইজ ক্লিয়ার। নাও উইল নো হাউ টু অপারেট অন ইন্টিগ্রেশন। ঠিক আছে,